Peace, family. It is time for another check-in. I was in the house minding my business, and I got this download, and I was like, you know what, let me stop what I'm doing and go ahead and share it. So we're about to have another story time. I personally believe that lived experiences are some of the best lessons. So today I bring you two of my personal stories, all right? So I'm gonna take you back to 2018. We're gonna say 2018, yeah? Me and two of my sisters were planning to link up. It had been some time. We wanted to hit the streets like we used to do back in the college days, yeah? So the plan was to bar hop around U Street, yeah? And then after U Street, we were going to head to this block party because some folks from around the way were hosting a block party. So the night before, we all linked up to have our experience, yeah? I had this dream, and in the dream there was a shooting. And for me, I was like, what in the world? When I woke up, I was like, what in the world? I ain't say that. I used other language at that time. And I was like, but I just dismissed it. So the day we're all linking up happens. We having a good time, you know, hopping from place to place, drinks flowing, the party bumping, and the music jumping. And we make our way to the block party. We're having a great time, okay? Smoke is in the air. Everybody's looking good. DJ doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a couple little dang-dangs out there, you know? And shots just start ringing out. Just shots everywhere. And, of course, we ran. Got up out of there, yeah? But two people that I personally know were actually shot by the grace of the Almighty. They did not transition, but they were definitely shot. And I remember going back to one of my sister's spots, and it was at that moment that I realized I literally just had a dream last night that it was going to be a shooting. And I done took my black butt outside to a block party where there was a shooting. So I shared this first story just to serve as a reminder to trust your dreams, okay? Especially around this time where there's so much going on in these streets, in the TikTok streets, in the United States of America streets, and the world streets in general, okay? Pay attention to your dreams. Take heed to what it is that you receive in your dreams, okay? Get a dream journal. Write it down, okay? And trust your intuition. That leads me into my second story. Come with me to the year 2023. Let's say it was 2023. It was 2022 or 2023. I'm in Belize, yeah? And I meet this fella. I don't say that. I guess today we are. I think it's the glasses, y'all. It's the spectacles. But yeah, so I meet this brother. And he takes me to this Mayan ruins, yeah? And I was so excited. It was my type of party. It was absolutely beautiful. So we're, exploring, climbing, and we get to a specific spot there. And immediately, I just feel this energy of death. I'm like, I'm like, you smell that? It smells like death. I'm like, not a physical sense, but just a spiritual feeling that death happened here. Yeah, and I communicated that with him. I was like, people have lost their lives in this area, and I knew it for a fact. And he was just looking at me with his jaw to the ground, because he's like, how you know? I'm like, how I know? I'm like, what happened? Right? Tell me the story. He was like, a couple of years ago, there was a brother that he knew who got set up by some of his friends or something like this. And he might be watching this video. Hey, if I get the story wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. But I believe he said that he was set up by his friends, and basically they ended up taking his life. And yeah, his body was found in that location that we were standing in. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, yeah, for sure. Like this, it feels like it's that type of area right here where we at. Let's move it, okay? So I shared that story with you to encourage you to trust yourself at this time, all the time, but especially during these times that we're living in. I'm seeing so much buffoonery on these internets and TikTok spiritual streets, so much in nature shifting, you know. There's just so much portals being opened and all types of things coming in, you know. Be mindful of your self-care. Protect yourself, whatever that may mean to you. Ensure that you remain grounded, however that may show up for you. You know, I don't know what y'all be into, but you know I keep me a nice hefty toolbox that I like to go into and pull out a couple of different things, right? Yeah. But yeah, trust yourself. Pay attention to your dreams at this time. Seek folks who can support you mentally, spiritually. And yeah, just be well. Be in wellness. That's the message. Let me know if it resonates with you. And I will talk to y'all soon. All right. Peace.